Hello guys, this is Hexagon Zero, and welcome back to another recording session of Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag Freedom Cry. Alrighty then. I made a boo-boo. As many of you, or hopefully most of you know, I have recently upgraded my computer. And this means that I've had to reinstall all of my programs. The problem with that is that I had to reinstall my microphone settings, and then I forgot to balance the microphone. So the problem currently is that I'm trying to speak, please. The problem is that I did an entire hour-long recording session of Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. Shush! Please, just kill it and get over with. And I go into post and I start to video edit last night, and oh shoot, you can't hear me at all. I'm just this little tiny voice in the background. But thankfully, Assassin's Creed 4 has a playback system. And what I mean by that is that I can go into the progress track and replay memories. So, this memory is when you're in Port-au-Prince, when you're trying to uncover Gaudin's motives. Gaudin is the expeditionary scientist who the gouverneur, or whatever his name is being sent on a mission to do some stuff. And here, we're investigating, essentially. Now, as you can see, I've already completed the mission constraints, so I'm not going to show all 5 investigations. I'm only going to show 3, because 2 of them are eavesdropping, and I hate, with a burning passion, eavesdropping. And I'm probably going to at least kill 1 or 5 people, 10, possibly, somewhere in there. Anyway, we're just going to replay that one. I know it pretty well by now, because I've actually done it twice, because the first time I did it, I didn't complete this objective. But oh well. Let's see what happens again. I wonder why there's a sun. Show me them cutscenes.
Bastien, I fear we lost you to the bitterness of depression.
Never. Those arrogant men cannot cut me out of my own network. The cost is too great for the slaves.
And for your pride.
What does it matter? So long as I work for their freedom.
Whatever has inspired it, I'm glad to hear the fight back in your voice. How can I help?
The scientist, Godin. What is his full purpose here? Can you find that out?
Whatever secrets he carries, I will uncover.
Gotta love them
Start with the
flashlight eyes.
harbor master. He sees everyone who comes and goes.
Pay attention
He should
to
have
her
kept me
earrings.
informed.
Their animation software, they didn't link it correctly. They've probably just binded it to the to her ears, essentially, but they haven't linked it. They've just binded the surfaces, which is understandable. It's probably what I would have done, but your earrings are still moving around. And if you're wondering what I mean about flashlight eyes,
The merchandise is fit to be
oh,
sold.
hold on 1 second, guys. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Someone decided to phone me, and then, just out of precaution, I checked my footage that I had just recorded, and I noticed the slight echo that you were hearing, or at least it sounds like my voice was coming from behind you if you're wearing a headset or somewhere in there. Anyway, yeah, so I fixed that. It turns out I had enabled something that I didn't want enabled, so I disabled it, and now we're fine. Anyway, so we're supposed to eavesdrop on this, and before, I had a tough time trying to figure out what to do, because there isn't a lot you can do. Because you can't creep in, you can't hide over there, because these two patrolling dickwads will see you. So the only solution I found is to do this. You will get seen, ever so slightly. Then you do this,
Le gouverneur de Fayette requests that
and you go right here.
Gaudin's geodesic expedition
And then you
equip
stay
every resource
here.
it demands. The first
Do
need
not
is rather
move.
unusual.
Take your hand
Monsieur
right
Gaudin
off the
requires
keyboard.
for reasons of scientific record keeping free, literate slaves.
Who would have taught them? The Code Noir prohibits.
Perhaps among your house slaves, such a worker exists? You may communicate it privately. There is a reward.
But what will they do?
Take notes, I suppose?
Can none of the French scientists take notes?
Not if they're to carry equipment at the same time.
Completely illogical, but alright. So you'll phase out for a second here, and then you'll phase back in. Phase back in. Thank you. And then you're given the all 5 investigations. Do not kill anyone while investigating. So, once you're here, since you're here, I found the easiest solution is to simply go after this guy on the ship. Now this guy on the ship is a little bit fun. And you'll see what I mean, and if some of you were paying attention there, you saw I switched my fists. And that's just to make sure I don't accidentally kill anyone by stabbing them or slicing them with a machete. But anyway, so he's fun to take care of. What you do is you swim around to the back of the ship, so that guard doesn't see you. It doesn't matter after what happens, but it just initially it matters. So you climb up here, engage eagle vision, locate your target. Your target gets spooked, starts to run, then you do this. See, guard doesn't give a rat's ass. You just run along, calmly and carefully, onto the beach. And you wait for him to swim right to you. Once he's here, you wait a little bit and tackle. And then you steal from him. 1 investigation done, no bloodshed, and no one even cared.
Spain continues to insist the expedition wait for a Spanish ship. But we are allies now. Can they not be persuaded to allow a single French vessel passage?
No.
In the name of science?
No.
We are, after all, allowing Spanish chaperones on board. Signed, Louis Godet. He does not realize the risks of this voyage.
Indeed he doesn't. Number 1, I'm gonna be there. Alright, so, this guy, the scientist, if you hate eavesdropping, do not do that one! It sucks! This sucks! This one and this one are good ones to do if you just kind of want to coast through this and not have to deal with anything too complicated. Now be careful here. Always remember to go left right here. Oh, no wait, sorry. Left 1 street down, because there's a jailer that likes to walk his way up and down this section. So if you go left here, you avoid the jailer entirely. And we dodge into this. Dodge into this. See that guy right there? There he is. Now I know exactly where he's gonna go. Watch this. Programming. Once you get close enough, he starts to run. You tackle him.
What do you want?
Strange time to be delivering a message. Does it by any chance concern the expedition that's leaving shortly?
Who are you to care?
Tell me what you know, or I will wring it out of you.
No! Very well. The governor wanted me to tell the harbor master to allow a French ship to be sent, rather than a Spanish one, on the condition that certain goods be transported as a special favor.
The expedition will also be used for smuggling.
Yep.
Well, I wouldn't say it so plainly, but...
Thank you. Good night.
Reason why I stand in the bushes because I like to see him just suddenly drop. But if some of you were actually really paying attention with your headset there, or earbuds or whatever, know that I muted my microphone there. Why? Because someone came in. And they actually have to call me away for a second, so I'm sorry it's been kind of jump and stop here, but, you know, it probably would have been like this anyway, due to the fact that I'm still working on my audio, because I can't remember my audio settings that I used before. So I have to constantly work on those. But anyway, I will see you guys when I get back. Alright guys, I'm back. Ooh, frame rate drop in this area. Anyway. So this guy is probably one of the more difficult ones if you're not counting the evasion. What you gotta do, or at least what I found the best way to do,
that any slave who has struck his master in the face or drawn blood,
if
or
you
who has struck the
see this
wife
guy
of his
playing chess right
master,
here,
his mistress, or his
there he is.
children, will be sentenced to death.
Run this way,
Similar happenings on your plantation.
up towards the forest. About right here. And then you wait for a forever amount of time. Because what the game tries to get you to do is you have to pickpocket this guy. You can't tackle him because that'll draw too much attention. What you have to do is you have to pickpocket him. But, in case you've noticed, there are quite a few guards around in this area. And, if you look on the minimap, there are 4 right where he's standing. So it would be very hard to pickpocket him while he's over there. But what you do is you wait, and as soon as he starts walking past... Oh crap, they looped. I hate these guys. That's why I hate frickin' pathing on some of these enemies. They're just bloody ridiculous. Go, you dipshit. Nothing there. Go, go. Also, steal the package. And then read it right in front of you.
Once the circumference of the Earth is known, we may navigate more precisely and better anticipate the position of the enemy. We will require fewer ships because we will lose fewer ships. Our cannons will aim true, and commercially, well, you know how it is with pirates and slave ships. We can put an end to nonsense by supporting this expedition. Signed, Gouverneur de Faye. There is much at stake here.
And that's it. Whoop, jailer. That is it. That simple, that easy, that quick. If you wanted to do the other two, go do the other two, because I don't want to do them again. I know at least one of them's a eavesdropping mission, and another one is, I don't know. I can't, yeah, the scientist one sucked. The other one was, you had to free slaves for some reason, and essentially once you freed them, the entire, like, everybody becomes hostile to you, and of course one of the mission constraints is that you can't kill anyone, so essentially you've got to make a clean getaway. And I tried to do that, and I eventually got to I ran to this side of the city, then ran to the opposite side, and I hid in one of those little cupboard things, but one of the guys found me, and he started to check inside of the cupboard, and I knew that if I popped out and started running again, the entire town would be after me, so I killed him, and of course that cancels the mission constraint, so it wasn't a very good day, so I wouldn't recommend that one. But anyway, let us continue. Oh, another fun fact. You have to enter through that door for Bastien to be here. If you enter through that door, she will be gone. And you will not be able to do this.
Alors, what did you find?
An opportunity beyond imagination. These scientists aim to record navigational secrets for our beloved kings to use at war. But we can seize them to extraordinary advantage for my Brotherhood and the Maroon. We need only supply literate recruits, and the rest will take care of itself.
That is all. Nothing more on the governor.
That is all? That is everything! How many more could be freed with this knowledge in our hands?
All things require balance, Adewale. To achieve independence, the Mayon require stability, anonymity, and information. That has always been my role. What now? That is what I thought. The storm brought you in, and you will leave on the tempest of opportunity and imagination. And I will be left here to do what I can. Powerless.
No, any day now the Maroons will rise up. Then I will leave, not before. I've decided.
You are as arrogant as the French. Blanc. All of you. That is all you are.
Bastien?
No. Go now.
Now right here, I think she's being an idiot. And that's a nice way of putting it. But, allow me to clarify my reasoning here. I have delivered information, and just in case you're wondering, the endings to that cutscene doesn't change no matter how many investigations you do. If you do all 5, you'd still get that cutscene. I know, because I've done all 5, as you guys have seen. So, she is essentially throwing away one of her best assets. Oh, teleported me back here. She's throwing away one of her best assets. And that best asset is me. Essentially a master assassin. Now, she is worried that the Maroons... But she's worried about nothing really, because unless I'm missing something incredibly giant and obvious, she is worried about nothing. She says that they require anonymity and a whole bunch of other stuff, and they would still have it, even if this expedition went down and succeeded. And she was worried that because I would leave, it would destroy the Maroons, which it wouldn't. So, I don't think the writers particularly thought that one through, unless I'm missing something incredibly giant. Because otherwise, all that she said is just crap.
Captain's helm! Fire! Loose and trim too!
Anyway, so another thing, a couple things that I did in my other recording session before I screwed everything up,
Fire!
was I explored down here. And in this area. So I've got this island, There wasn't much there, just a chest and a secret, and this was just a secret and a chest. 2 chests and a secret. Okay. And this is a whale, humpback whale location, I believe. I haven't done this plantation yet. There is a man of war sitting right outside of it, and there's a whole bunch of ships that spawn in once you get close, so I would not recommend doing that until the Experto Credo is leveled up. And I have not gone over here, here, or here. And then plantations can apparently get new owners, although Tortuga hasn't yet. So, I kind of want to go here and do this plantation. And that's what I think we'll do, because we've been in there before. And I have a fast travel point in there, so I'm just gonna like teleport up in there. Because you know, I can totally do that. Anyway, so we have to kill the overseers, 20 of them to be exact, to liberate this plantation. And we have to do it in such a way that we don't attract too much attention. So, there we go. Now, with the number of berserk darts here, we can essentially let them take care of themselves and just use up almost all of our berserker darts. Need to get underwater. The water isn't deep enough. Let's start with this guy. Whoop. That guy right there turned around. I was gonna go for him, and yeah. There we go.
Ha! Bienvenue.
Come and investigate. Come here. Easy peasy.
Papa bon Dieu, ne me fais pas mal, monsieur.
That's right. Look around. Come here. Come on. Come here, boy. Come on. Come here. There we go. Alright. Now it looks like you got a guy on the ground and a guy up in the tower. Of which I am not a particular fan of, because I don't like it when there's eyes in the skies.